July 1, 2021 marked a major turning point in college sports history. That's the day NIL, short for name, image, and likeness, officially allowed college athletes to profit off themselves. Since then, we've seen teenagers signing endorsement deals worth millions of dollars, all while still playing for their universities. While many have celebrated this change as long overdue, NBA legend Charles Barkley isn't convinced it makes financial sense for the schools themselves. Back in Barkley's era, college athletes were barely scraping by. In fact, Michael Jordan's mother, Dolores, famously revealed during the Last Dance documentary that she had to send Michael money for food stamps while he was at UNC. Colleges were making millions off their athletes, while the players themselves were left with almost nothing. Barkley, of course, has been candid about the fact that he received money under the table while attending Auburn. He admitted back in 2016, "I got some cash from agents." But even then, Barkley questioned how colleges could ever sustain a model where they openly pay players large sums. "How do you pay the players? I'm waiting on somebody to tell me," Chuck said nearly a decade ago. Fast forward to today, and his concerns haven't gone away. Appearing on The Smiley Show, Barkley argued that the current system doesn't seem like a sound financial decision for universities. "That's an unsustainable business model to come up with $10, $20, $30 million every year," Barkley said. "If I'm going to have to pay a kid millions of dollars to be at Auburn for 6 months, I'm not getting any return on my investment." It's important to note that Barkley isn't against athletes making money. In fact, he's glad they can finally earn what they deserve. His concern lies in the sheer scale of what some believe athletes are being paid, the idea of multi-million-dollar deals for players who might only spend 1 year on campus. However, this is where the conversation gets interesting. Critics point out that the numbers Barkley referenced aren't actually what schools are paying players directly. Each university has a set budget up to $20.5 million per year to distribute across all its athletes. Of that, only 15% can be allocated to men's basketball players. So those massive multi-million-dollar figures Barkley mentioned? They're far more likely to be nil endorsement deals from outside sponsors like New Balance or Beats that star players such as Cooper Flagg or Bronny James have signed. From the school's perspective, the money spent on athletes isn't just about that player's performance for one season, it's about what their presence brings to the program. A top-ranked recruit can boost ticket sales, merchandise revenue, and TV ratings, while also inspiring investors and alumni donors to pour more money into the program. In other words, it's about the long-term brand value. Barkley's comments aren't malicious, they actually raise an important question. Are colleges truly turning a profit under this new system, or are they simply hoping the exposure and attention eventually balance out the costs? That's a debate worth having, and one that will likely shape the future of college athletics. NIL is still relatively new, and schools are continuing to adjust to this modern era where athletes are treated like entrepreneurs and influencers as much as they are players. At the end of the day, Chuck's skepticism might just force us to look at the bigger picture. Is this model sustainable for everyone involved, the schools, the boosters, and the players themselves, or will we see major changes in the coming years? What do you think? Should colleges be paying players large sums, or should NIL money stay strictly with outside sponsors? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and make sure to like and subscribe for more sports debates and discussions.